Find out what you love, because knowing what you love makes you a better person. My family and friends call me Lao Lao. I'm an ex-national basketball team player and a Singapore Slingers player. Basketball is my passion, and since young, my dream was to be a best basketball player in Singapore. Because of basketball, it becomes my habit to always look forward to my next achievement. I was in the zone. I thought I was at my peak, making a name for myself as I'm gaining recognition for my talent and hard work. I began playing for external club, and slowly I managed to make my way to the top. I thought, wow, I was really achieving my dreams. I was all pumped up as my team was all ready to fight for the first season of ABL. Little did I know that suddenly it all came crashing down. A few years ago, I lost a part of my skull in an accident, and it changed my life forever. I was forced to give up on the only thing that kept me going until the extent where I almost gave up. My name is Jayden Lim, and this is my story. What my coaches told me that I ran towards the player and then the player drive past. He accidentally hit on my chest. What they say is that my head landed on the ground first. I heard a hard, loud knock as the back of my head hit the floor, and then nothing. My parents say that when they reached the hospital, the doctor got no time to explain what's happening in my head. So my dad had to sign the form for me to go for the operation. So after the operation, I went to ICU for 1 week, and then heard from my friends and family saying that on my head there's a lot of tube and meter. I thought my life and basketball career was going to be over. During that point of time, I'm not sure what to do and I'm very lost. That was my lowest part of my life, so my parents and friends were my strongest support.
The very first day when he woke up from his coma, his eyes he was still drifting away with his eyes, and he's like in and out of consciousness. And I went up to him and said, "Hey, bro, remember me?" Then his eyes was like, he just looked at me one time and then he just closed his eyes and he started to fade off again. And that was when I knew things were serious, because what if he doesn't remember me anymore? And we were best friends, like literally best friends since we were 13. And it was a very emotional time for me, and I was looking at his parents and his brother and sister. They were crying like every couple of minutes.
没有看到他受伤的怎样，我们还不担心嘛。直到我们去到医院的时候，医生跟我们讲他的情况是这样，我们就开始担心了。好像哎呀，为什么要打篮球啊？这个运动啊，你看什么，我们就会担心。可是到了他手术成功好了，我们就比较放心咯，就是这样的。
后来他就慢慢去训练什么，哎呦，真的可怜我哭的孩子，好像小孩子这样哦，排那个东西，那个人家小孩子傻的人排那个东西啊，什么什么这样，还做那个功课什么什么，哎呦，真的看了，真的好才会好了。又叫他去看眼睛的，他走啊，晕了。后来他的眼睛很难看的，真的难看了，就没有照上来而已。
So after the first operation, part of my skull is removed. So this is my real skull, and then this is the skull of my head. And now part of my skull is now replaced by plastic. So during my first operation, my head, part of my skull is covered just with my skin. So during that period of time, actually I don't dare to walk outside of the building because I'm afraid that something may drop from on top and then drop onto my head. So during that period of time, I find it curious how come a skin can just cover a brain. So there's one afternoon I remember clearly that I poked inside my head and then I can feel my brain is pumping. So during that period of time, was a bit scared of what will happen to me during this period of time before my second operation. So other than that, there's another day which is before I fall asleep, because I was wondering whether I can go back on court and play basketball. Yeah, so that night I cried badly because I'm afraid that doctor don't allow me to play. Yeah, so that night also the night that my mom caught me crying. Yeah. One day during my rehab period, the doctor saw a basketball on the floor and asked me to dribble it. He walked behind me as I dribble. I knew that for him it was a test, But for me, I felt so happy to touch the basketball again. I told myself I must come back and continue to play basketball. This phase was very difficult. Like, I'm very eager to go back for basketball as I'm afraid that the doctor don't allow me to continue my basketball. So yeah, that's after my first discharge. I feel very eager. I'm eager to go back for basketball training, but I can't because part of my skull is haven't replaced with a plastic. Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think that he shouldn't have returned to basketball after that. Yeah, after that injury, he's already accomplished so much already, I feel. And I knew at the point of time, the only thing left for him was SEA Games. And that year, I believe the year after that, right? The year after his injury, he went to play for SEA Games. Because when we were like 14, 15 about there, his dream was always to play for SEA Games because he always wanted to wear the blazer with the flag on the jacket. And I think he got that moment at the SEA Games he played for. At the point of time, I feel that looking at him on the hospital bed, I felt that his dreams was actually over already. I mean, with a massive head injury like this. Okay, so if you guys go to the hospital, you guys got pictures of it, you probably see that he got this super huge scar that from the back of his head to the front, almost the front. And it would be quite a miracle if he could continue playing. But he did overcome it and he played the year after that. Yeah. There was a training session by the Singapore Slingers and it was at BAS in Paya Lebar somewhere there. Lao Lao wanted to go and watch them play. So I was like, this was when both of us, I was at his house one evening and he really wanted to go and watch them play. So they were having like, basketball timeout where the coach was talking to the team and there was a few balls at the free throw line. So Lao Lao really wanted to just go there to the middle of the court and start throwing the free throws. I needed to help him to the free throw line and from there he started to shoot. And the very first ball that he shot after his surgery while his head was still flat, it was quite an emotional experience for me. So in the past, so long it's a free throw, I know that 99% the ball will go in. He shot the first 10 balls and the first 10 balls were off. It didn't even hit the ring, some of it just went totally out. And that was quite an emotional time for me right there.
But it isn't that easy. How do you tell where to go next when you have lost your way in life? But even in times of self-doubt, you must continue to motivate yourself, or you will get nowhere. You have to make those choices. From then, that period of time I keep thinking and measure which one I should stop or what. I decided to stop after the SEA Games. So, and then you guys may think that then how come I wanted to come back so badly and then how come I give it up? Because after that SEA Games, I feel that in Singapore, like I say, the sports career is not long in Singapore. I feel that is what we so-called passion. But end of the day, you have to measure yourself out which one is more important, whether your passion or the career path. Passion is passion, but at the same time, we have to measure both sides, passion and the reality. Till now, I also wish to play back in the national team and Slingers. So, but 现实很残忍的。If I can't fly a plane, I will fly on my own. Life is divided into different phases. Each of them teach you something, tells you something, or give you experience. I told myself that is not the end.
In life, there will be a lot of challenges for us to overcome. You can either choose to quit or you can conquer each obstacle and become stronger. There will be times when people will question your choices. What's most important is that you have confidence in your decisions. As soon as the people around you see that you are serious and committed, they will be behind you all the way. But most importantly, whenever you get knocked down, always rebound.
We all face failure in life. It is what we choose to do after that which makes us different.